Good morning, sir. My name is Arogini Kala. My register number is 17E090. In this video, I am going to explain about the elevator simulation. For doing this simulation, we'll first open the Logix Pro simulator. I will first show the output. Here, on clicking the first button means the lift will go to the first floor. On clicking the second button, the lift will go to the second floor. On clicking the fourth button means the lift will go to the fourth floor. Similarly, on clicking the first button means the lift will come down to the first floor from the fourth floor. So this is the simulation. And here the I is to 1 by 4 and I is to 1 by 3, I is to 1 by 2, I is to 1 by 1. These all denotes the input, which means that these buttons I is to 1 by 1 means this first button denoted it. And the output, I created some dummy outputs, and that is B3 is to 0 by 0, B3 is to 0 by 1. These all are dummy outputs, and these all dummy outputs are connected to the single output, which is O is to 4 by 0. This is nothing but the upper motor, and the dummy output B3 is to 0 by 3, 0 by 4, and 0 by 5 are connected to the O is to 4 by 1, which is the down motor, which means that the motor has come to the downward position. Here I will also use the compare symbol, that is the greater branches and the lesser branches for the simulation. Here I will connect the dummy output in parallel to the input. The reason for connecting the parallel is to run the motor simultaneously. Here in first position, if you see means the source is I is to 5, which is nothing but the encoder. This encoder only handle all this lift position. And in second source, I will write the value is 44, which is nothing but if the motor is in the fourth floor means here in I is to 5 it shows 002CH in hex, and in decimal means it is a 44. So which denotes that the source B is the value of the life of the position at each level. So here for the fourth position means that means the fourth floor the value is 44. Similarly, for the third floor means the value is 126, and for the second floor the value is 211, and for the first floor the value is 296. The encoder source value is defaultly 295. And now consider initially that the lift is in the first floor. So here you see that I is to 1 by 4. If you want to make the floor from first floor to the fourth floor, we use the greater symbol, which means that the A denotes the first floor. For the first floor, the value of the decimal is 296, which means it compares that the 296 is greater than 44. 44 means that the value of the input lift, and the source A denotes the lift at the present position. So it compares and check that the 296 is greater than 44. The condition is true, so that the B3 is to 0 by 0 becomes 1. So here this one becomes 1. So the output O is to 4 by 0 also becomes 1, and the upper motor is turned on, and on clicking the fourth button the upper motor makes the lift to the upper position. So in this way the first one is run. And similarly, if you check this means, now consider that the lift is in the fourth floor. Now if you want to move it to the third floor, now it checks that the fourth floor the hexa value is 44, and for the third floor the hex value is 007H. That means for the decimal it is 126. So it checks that the 44 is greater than 126. The condition is false, so it becomes 0. So here the B3 is to 0 by 1 becomes 0. So that automatically O is to 4 by 1 becomes 1, and hence the down motor should on. And on clicking the third position means the down motor can make the lift to make into the downward position. It also then again checks for this lesser symbol and then make this output. Now consider that the lift is in the third position, and if you want to make it to the second floor means it again checks here, and for the third position the decimal value is 126. For the second one the decimal value is 211. So it checks that the 126 is greater than 211. The condition seems to be wrong. So it again comes here, and then it checks that the third position is 126, and 126 is then less than 211, which is the correct. So b3 is to 0 by 4 becomes 1. So here it becomes 1 means then automatically this one become 1. So on pressing the second button means the down motor will become on, and it makes the lift to move downwards from third floor to the second floor. Now at last you consider that the lift is in the second level, second floor, which means then this becomes source A. Now if you want the lift to go to the fourth floor means then the fourth floor the hexa value, for the second floor the decimal value is 211, and for the fourth floor the decimal value is 44. So it checks that the 211 is greater than 44, the condition is correct. So that on clicking the fourth floor means this b3 is to 0 by 0 becomes 1, and here also it becomes 1 means then directly o is to 4 by 0 becomes 1, which means the upper motor, so that the lift will go to the upper position. In this way this elevator simulation can work. And initially also we end this one. I hope this video will have clear explanation, and thank you, sir.